5 social media posts you can do today, and not just what to do, but how to do it. Today, we're going to walk through how to do these types of posts on the different platforms. So my name is Tessa. I'm a marketing director at IdeaPros, and we are giving you the best tips and the fastest way. So today is a recorded stream so that I can show you all of these things in high speed with screen shares. So let's dive in. The first type of post that we're going to show you how to do is going live on Instagram or on Facebook. So why would you want to go live? This reaches a bigger audience, but it also pulls in anyone who is following you. It's a great way to engage. So if you are in the chat, you know how I am on Fridays. I'm always promoting people who are in the chat of our lives. I'm engaging, they're coming back. We have some diehards that come back every single time. You know who you are. Sage Scheduler, Kelly and Sean and our grunt team and all of you, Zwizzy, everybody, you all come every single week and I appreciate you. And that's part of what you expect from us. And so we've set a pattern. And once you've set a pattern, it's great because you can keep giving great information to your audience. So some things that you might want to post on a live or to talk about on a live would be, a testimonial, maybe questions, frequently asked questions, things that myths that people don't know. It doesn't have to be your face either. You could be doing a demonstration of something, a demonstration of your app or a screen share or showing pictures. That's all possible. Have someone come on the interview with you, talk about benefits and what people are experiencing from your app, product, or service. So there's lots of things you can talk about. Let's just say we're going to dive into Facebook and Instagram now. You have something to say. We're going to go ahead and show you how to do this. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to ask people to come to you. So you're going to put a link in the first comment, or you're going to put a link in the description of the live so that people can come back and find you. Definitely always ask people to like, comment, share in your own way, because the algorithms and all that fun stuff. I do say it differently. I might say hit the bell, subscribe to get notifications, whatnot. So we're going to dive into that instruction right now. So here we are in Facebook. There's a couple big picture questions you need to ask yourself. Are you going to go live as your personal profile, or are you going to go live as your business profile? For us, we go live weekly on Thursdays for Move to CEO, Friday for IdeaPros. So I would be going to the actual page to be able to go live in it in this case. But I do challenge you to think about where your people are. Typically when you are in your personal account, and you'll see me switching around in them right now. If you're inside your personal account, that's where your friends are. That's where the people are that are really following you. If your business account is getting up there and you have more people, then it's great to go through your business profile. But here I'm going to give you a trick to save time and energy. If you go through your business profile and then you share to your personal profile, you'll get the access. But if you want the live people so that they see it, you have to be very quick at doing this. You're going to go live on your business page and immediately share it over to your personal profile. So anyone that's on there at that moment will see the live presentation. I tend to post to, I use a tool, Restream, I think it is, .com, live. It restreams right away. So it puts that content on, so you don't have to think about hitting the share button. I'll make sure that you guys have it in the chat, but we're just going to do a real quick go live, right? So as I'm looking at my profile, I'm on it. I'm going to click live video right here. If you don't see that, because sometimes people don't, click in like you're going to make a post and you'll see it here as well, or hit more and then you'll see live video here. So it just depends. I'm going to go ahead and hit live. There's 2 options to going live. There's go live now, and it's going to use your camera on your computer at that moment. There's also create a live video event where you're going to schedule in an event and go live at that time. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and stream live right now. When I'm using StreamYard, I'm actually creating live events that happen at a future date. It does it for me on StreamYard, so I don't even have to think about that. But occasionally, like in groups, I have to create a live video event and then stream to that location. If that's where you are stuck, let me know and I can get you through that. But right now we're going to say go live by myself, and I'm going to push this. I'm going to choose where it's going to go to, and I'm going to create a test broadcast before going live. You can definitely do this just to see if you're doing it right. So you can click that on. I'm just going to go ahead and go live. My people aren't going to be upset if I don't. So I'm going to go live. So I'm going to say webcam software. This is streaming software like my, if I wanted to stream from Zoom or if I wanted to stream from somewhere else, I'm just going to go ahead and say webcam. It's going to ask me which source. I'm just going to close that. And I want to see my Pro Cam. This is my web camera. I don't use the one in the computer. My default sound is Yeti, and it usually picks up the right one. You just want to see that it's capturing and everything looks good there. I'm here. You can actually change to cross post to more pages. So you could put it over to another page, preset pinned comment. So you can go ahead and put, if there is a link to something that you're doing at that moment, you can go ahead and put that in there, like write my own, just testing our stream for the training video. All right. And if you want, you can do either of those two, but we're going to say just testing our stream, visit move to ceo.com/go viral for our next event. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have that go up as soon as I go live. That's where people are going to be able to go to, and then it's going to post on my timeline. Now, stream setup's good, and then we keep going through these. So you don't really have to change anything on stream because we actually did that. That's the tab we're in here on. Interactivity is if you want polls, if you want to have a chat bot, if you want to have questions that people can ask, that you're asking them. And then you can have distribution. If you're cross-posting or sharing to other pages, you can do that from here. Monetization and give feedback. So now I'm all good. Everything looks good how I want it to go. So I'm going to go ahead and we have dashboard. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. On this dashboard, this is who can, if you have a profanity filter, you can do that. We have checklist that you can go through. I don't do too much on this page, but you would be able to see comments as they're going on the dashboard at the moment because we're not live, nothing's happening. So we're going to post on our timeline on Move to CEO. You could post in a group. It's public. Everything should be good. Start screen share, which we're not going to share a screen. Everything looks good. Sometimes the button down here is not a post in here. What are we going live about? Where's our content? There we go. Okay. So this, if you click on it, because I changed it since I last saw it too. If you click on this, this is what it wants. It's the post details. We have to have a title, and we do have to have a description as well. So testing live stream. And then we're going to put a description. Testing. Let me know you are here. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Now our go live button still, okay, now we've got our go live button. Okay, we have enough information, but definitely make this worth it. Put information about how to follow you, put information about how to reach your, I wouldn't put the link in that comment. That is the nice part about a pinned comment. Put the link if you are sending somebody somewhere back to your website or whatnot, put that on your on the comment instead of in the description if at all possible. So now I'm going to go live. I'm just going to hit the blue go live button and I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to hit say 1, 2. Hey, and now we have the live. So you can see that right here. We are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa, and I am recording a very short live so that we can put it on as a how-to. So as people come in, if there are comments, see how it put the post right in this chat area. As people comment, I would be able to see or comment back to them, and that's it. When you're all done, you're going to hit end live video. And if you're catching this video somewhere on our profile, comment live on the bottom, or if you're watching the replay, comment replay. And also, if you want the training on how to go live on Facebook, let me know. All right, we're going to end this video here. So that's it. You're going to say end. And now it's processed, and it takes a second for it to be done. And this screen is basically just capturing everything that you had go on during that session. So I'm going to go ahead and say return home. And if you wanted to see if it's live, I usually just trust that when it says it's live, but here you go. It's now on my page. So let's start from the beginning. We're going to go ahead and record on Instagram from the phone. If you go through the computer, you're going to need to do streaming software, and that's great through StreamYard or whatnot. But for right now, we're going to go to the phone and stream here. So I'm going to go ahead and click the plus button. Oops, sorry. I'm going to click the plus button, but not do, down at the bottom, you'll see story, reel, or live. So we're going to move on over to the live one, and we're going to, I don't have enough room on my phone. That's awesome. All right, so you'll see some buttons around here. 73 followers are active now that are in my audience. When I'm ready, I'm going to click the button in the middle, and that's going to go live. There's some other options that you have. This is broadcast audience, so public or practice. I can go into a practice, and none of the people will be notified. I'm going to actually do that right now because I don't need for this to go out to everyone. You can schedule it here. So you're going to set your date, start time, and here we have filters. Yes, you can put a filter on while you're recording on the live, but we're going to go ahead. I'm not going to do any of those. I'm just going to push this. All right. So I'm in my practice live right now. I am able to add another person. You see the little arrow at the bottom. We can add another person there if we were live, which we're not. It's creating a room. Next, manage your live and see who's watching at the top. View questions from the audience right there. Add face filters with this. It's the little round, or your recycle. And then we're telling internal followers to join. Okay, so we're all set. It is live. Where it says practice, it is live. And we're going to go ahead, and we have no request to join. We haven't invited anybody. No questions, and we can share it out with people so that they can come see it. All right, so you can also get some of your filters up on the bottom if you so choose to have some extra things while you're on your live. And when you're all done, I will take you back out. You just hit X. Are you sure you want to end your live video? So we're going to say end now, and then we can see what our stats were. If anybody watched it, this was a practice, so I hope not. And that's it. That's going live on. Okay, so type number 2 that you can make and how to do it. We have quotes. So a lot of people use quotes they're motivational for people. They might be your quotes from a podcast that you did. It might be somebody else's quote that aligns with what you want your audience to know about. It might be news articles that you've seen that support the need for your product or app. So I wanted to show you my favorite tool for this. Graphic design wise, my team is 100%, I would say, okay, 90% in Canva. So we spend most of our time here because I can easily edit it, and most of my team can, as opposed to Photoshop, which might have more complex, beautiful capabilities, but it's not as user-friendly. So when you're creating quotes, I mean, huge database of templates that you can use inside Canva. So you might look for a quote, quote Instagram post, What size you do is completely up to you, but we tend to do square because it can be used on Instagram and on Facebook. We also personally, we have a tall, a wide, and a square. So it's landscape, portrait, square. We'll do all of our posts in those 3 different sizes just so we get the most coverage. But let's say we want to do this one. So you can customize it and just create a quote. It could have your face on it. It could have, you know, whatever you want to change from that. One thing just a quick tip that I can show you guys, if you have a photo that has the color palette, even a color palette on the internet, if you don't know how to get your specific colors and logo, if you have from us, you would have a style guide. If you're an IdeaPros partner, you can bring in any picture that has the colors that you want to use. This is so cool from Canva. So there's a color palette. I'm just going to pick any color palette from here that I like, just a small color palette. So like, let's say we're going to go with these. We're going to go with this very pastel-y one. We're going to right click on that sucker. I just lost it, so that was fun. Doesn't matter which one, any of them. Okay, this one. I am going to save the image. I'm not using this, so I can buy it, obviously. I can definitely buy it. It's a Sherwin-Williams paint color palette. But let's just say I'm going to bring that into here. I should have a color palette in my... Yep, okay. So I have a color palette. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this in. If you right click on it, I'm going to scroll down here. So you're going to right click on the image that you just brought in, apply colors to page, and voila. Not quite, we have to change some of this text too, but when you look in your color palettes, it brought them all in. So I can go with one of these colors. I might want to change that to match this pretty pink. Not really, that was not what I want to do, but you get the idea, and then you can delete your picture. And now your color palette is in, and you just download your photo, and then you're going to go post that on Instagram or Facebook. Super easy, but all the templates are awesome in here. You can also replace one color. We have, if you're paying for the paid version of Canva, which I think is $12, you can have brands. Brands are amazing. I'm going to actually go back out here so you can see what brand kits do. A brand kit is going to let you store a logo and popular colors for that brand. So here's Tooniverse, there's the logo, these are the colors. And if I go into any piece of template content in Canva, I can actually apply this color palette. I can apply the brand kit, and it's automatically going to work on matching those colors. So that's a quote image. There is a way to do bulk import for Canva. Also, I just have to say, there's some cool things over here. So on the side, if you are inside here, you see apps, and there's just so many, but you can animate, you can do bulk editing, bulk import, you can erase backgrounds, you can isolate images, it's just awesome. All the things that you can do, make a logo, whatever it is that you want to do, it's probably back here. So we tell people, to browse around, look at things. Rules of thumb that I need to tell you about in branding is always understand your core items. So are you a square shaped person, or are you a round shaped person? Is your text bold? Get really, really clear on your fonts. You have to stick with the same fonts and never put more than 3 fonts on an image, because it's just dizzying for the people who are watching. 2 is my preference. But it's amazing how much people can mess up. If even this font, if it's not applicable to my brand, that it can affect, they aren't going to know that it's me. League Spartan is not our idea, or is not IdeaPros. It is not any of our brands, right? So if there is a specific font that your brand is using, make sure that you stick to it and don't stray from it much, because it will make a difference. Colors, fonts, your brand style. So as opposed to having a cartoony character versus realistic, it's whatever it is that you want to be known for, you need to stick with. Okay, so that one is how to create quote images, really easy to get your own brand and look and feel in Canva. And let's go on to the next one so we can cram it all in here. All right, so we're going to talk about frequently asked questions. I'm going to show you how to do frequently asked questions using ChatGPT. I use a paid version of ChatGPT, but you can use the free one. I would say that it's more about availability. If you're going to be able to access it, right? So because sometimes it is busy, and I've seen that, but even the paid one is busy sometimes as well. So we're going to look for frequently asked questions that people have. This is the top 10 investment questions I asked. I'm basically we did this in a practice teaching run from one of our courses as well. But you're going to tell ChatGPT what it is: a marketing strategist, a CMO, a chief marketing officer, whatever it is you're telling it, and you create engaging and impactful content. Like I'm just telling it exactly what I want it to do. My target audience is financial advisors. I provide LinkedIn social selling and lead generation services. They are trying to get more clients to sell financial products and services to. What are the top 10 questions people ask online about financial investments? For this financial advisor, well, these are some of the questions it came up with. And if you want to see where it came up with this, you can go through to the article. You can tell it, like I said, give me a supporting article for each in addition to the one that they found. So then now they're giving me additional resources so they know this is accurate. You can ask more questions. You could say, make these funny. You could say, how do I put this? How do I answer these? You can even ask ChatGPT how you answer it. So frequently asked questions can be done in ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT 4, so that is able to search the internet. If you're in ChatGPT 3, it's going to not have access to the internet. You can do the same thing in the Bing generative AI as well. So frequently asked questions, now you can turn that frequently asked question into a live or into a quote image, however you want to do that, a stat. You can search on ChatGPT to find stats in your industry. You can also create images. There's DALL-E in here. There's Midjourney. You can create. AI is amazing. We did a show just last week on AI. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely go back and check that out. All right. So I have a couple more for you. Let's see. Okay. So we've done going live, quotes, frequently asked questions, now testimonials. I love to ask for testimonials and reviews throughout the sales process. So when they think of it as a person's journey with you, they're going to be maybe leaving a review at the beginning on how the onboarding process has been, maybe in the middle, maybe at the very end. We use a tool in Go High Level that lets us be able to we're asking where they are at in the system, and it's not driving them to leave a review unless they have a 4 or 5. So we can address the problem, right? So that makes it real feedback as opposed to a review. So you're asking for feedback, not a review. But if the feedback is great, then you're going to send them to a review. So throughout this process of getting testimonials, you can use different tools. I love Video Ask, which is my favorite right now. It is going to prompt them with a video, and then they can leave their written comments or their or create a video for you. And we got one today. And so I will put a link in so you guys can test that out. You're more than welcome to leave us a review on there. We'd love to get your feedback. I will make sure that you have that. But Video Ask is really, you can actually do almost like a video funnel with it. It's very exciting. So testimonials, going through Video Ask, maybe just asking someone if they could give you a written review. You can ask them to go to LinkedIn and leave a recommendation. They could leave a Google review. They could leave Facebook review. So you decide where you want to put them. And then once you get that content, go use that on social media. Share it from its original platform, turn it into a beautiful quote. image, and just a few to show you. We've embedded video ask replies into our pages before. So I'm going to take you to our Go Viral event, which is coming up. It's not an IdeaPros one, but it is. Show you how it works. Okay. So inside here, I'm embedding testimonials. So they're words. So I made a card. This can go out on social media so we can share it. It's a tall card, works really good as a story, also can be in a carousel. This one's a video that's embedded. So you can put testimonials on your pages, but you can also leverage them on social media. Or get somebody, if you have someone who's really excited about working with you, maybe have them on as the live and feature their business. It's lots of options for you. Lots of options. Okay, so we went over testimonials. Again, this is just putting up a post, but I want to make sure you know how to do these things, how to go get this valuable content. And then the last one is how-to videos. So you can use one of my favorite tools for how-tos is Loom. I'm going to share my screen so we're going to have double recordings here. Loom is my all-time favorite for showing how I do things. So if it's for my team or if it's something that I'm posting online, obviously you can use Zoom like I am now and share your screen. This is a little tricky because I couldn't use Loom to create a Facebook video for you because Facebook doesn't allow recording on it. So you'd have to be in a different Chrome tab. But in here, you would set up your Loom account, loom.com. And when you do, you get a little icon on your screen. I'm just pushing it down because it's covered up by my light. So I'm going to click this Loom wherever I am. So let's say I want to record this page. I'm going to click Loom. And the first time you do it will ask to connect to your camera and to your Yeti or to your microphone. So you can see I'm down in the bottom corner. I can change where this is at. I can change how big it is. I can make it the center or focal point. I can be right in the middle. I've seen people do this a ton of times. They're actually just recording themselves more than they are recording the page. And it's going to record everything once we hit start record. The cool thing about this is that you're going to tell it what it's recording. So it's going to do the first window. That's what I want. And it's sharing the audio. So if I play a video, it's going to be on the recording. Now you can see right here, this is my recording. And if I hit stop here, it's going to stop recording and copy a link for me. But let's say I'm scrolling down. I just want to show you can reserve a seat. Go ahead and sign up, yada, yada. And now I'm going to hit stop. It's going to create a video and put that on my copy on my clipboard so that I can send this to anybody or I can download it. So if you're making something you want to upload, it's going to take a minute for it to download. It has to process the video before I'll be able to download it. But once it's processed it, I can actually download it. I can share it as a link. And you guys get these from me all the time. If you work with me, you know this is how I explain how to do things or walk people through problems all the time. But now I have a nice little video. I can go record that. I can go post that. So how-tos are great if it is applicable to your business. So those are 5. Again, I'm going to go back through and just recap. Go live. Go live, go live, go live. Just try it. Try it once. I know it's intimidating, but you can do it. You can do quotes. Canva is amazing. You can also bulk import in Canva. If you want to know how to bulk import, just let me know bulk Canva in the chat and I will get that over to you. Frequently asked questions you can find on ChatGPT or you can find on Answer the Public. These are always my favorites. Answer the Public, Quora, Reddit. They always have questions that people have asked. Frequently asked questions could be a image, or it could be just a question that you're posing or a poll even to your audience. Number 4 was testimonials, and number 5 is how-to videos. I hope this was helpful and you have tons of ideas on what to go and put out on social media. And if you do want to join us for the Go Live, Go Viral workshop, we have one coming up at the end of this month. Fred also has Pitchcraft, which is on February 1st. So if you haven't had a chance to attend a Pitchcraft event, we'd love to have you. That's great at helping you to just get extreme clarity on how you talk about your business and do it in a 2-minute window. So it's a little bit like your elevator pitch, but it's definitely more targeted at how you do this so that you can get funding. All right, guys, we'll see you all next time. Have